Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to all of the dorm song MVs for Twisted Wonderland. I know you guys have been looking forward to this, but now that I was able to take the time to enjoy the music on its own, I felt like now is the time to check out all of the music videos and just vibe with you guys as we check out the visuals and the beauty that is Twisted Wonderland. So let's get started. Hey, they actually had the Disney, what was it? Queen of Hearts just now? Oh, it says Ace, Deuce, Trey, Clover, Diamond, seeing a lot of red here, as expected. With a lot of jewels, too. See right there? It matches with their outfits, too. There's the tea party. Now we have the cards. Oh, flamingo? Can't really tell what that could possibly mean. Oh gosh, that's making me dizzy. Oh, I like their voices. I still like Far Out the best, but this one was just too good. It's always enjoyable to listen to. Ah, look at all that. The books, the chairs, everything floating, now becoming the hearts and everything. Oh, yes, my favorite part. Yes! Yes, Your Majesty. This song is just too good. Especially with the use of the cards and the jewels. Not to mention the amount of... Let me actually go through it. So we enter here through the cards, kind of like the maze. I believe she went through a maze, right? Alice in Wonderland, I can't remember. It's been like, I read it back in elementary and I haven't read it since, but I like the fact that you kind of go through a maze-like area with the cards. But then right here, the cards are all falling as if it's Alice falling into Wonderland. But obviously it's about the Queen of Hearts, so that's a different story. But I do like the fact on how they use so much red, black, and white throughout the entire music video. It really pushes the whole, like, this is the, I'm trying to remember what the actual name was. What was it? I wrote it down, but then I don't have it up, so let me actually pull it up so I actually remember how to actually pronounce everything, because it's been quite some time since I actually looked at Heartslabyul. That's what it was. So that particular dorm, I really like the fact that they use a lot of hearts, roses, everything that's red, even the jewels that are falling down are red. And see, there's another rose right there. And with a lot of the jewels that are falling makes it seem very like expensive or, you know, elegant, sophisticated. That's the kind of vibe that you would get when you see such things falling down on around everyone. And we have the red, I guess, fog glow thing with everyone being shown in like their specific cards. And again, we have the list of, or I guess not list, but line of cards as if they're soldiers, just like in Alice in Wonderland. I don't really know what this time part represents, so if you have an idea of what that could potentially mean, go ahead and let me know down below in the comments. But I really enjoyed the visuals in this. Same with the, I guess the staircase symbolizes more so of, no, but that's more of Alice though. Would it really be relevant to the Queen of Hearts? I'm not really sure what this one represents exactly, but if you have an idea, then again, please let me know down below in the comments. But I do find it fascinating that they switch from red and then to black. It could be maybe a representation that the staircase is them spiraling and twisting, as you guys might say it, into the darker form. Because I know you guys said something along the lines of them twisting. I don't really know what exactly that twisting part exactly means, but maybe this dark black background is what it's referring to. But then you come back to the red, so I guess he regains his self again. And then there we go back to the tea party. And this time we're not standing so close to the cards. And there's actually like a keyhole. I'm not really sure what that keyhole means. Potentially, perhaps it has to do with getting out of that twisted form. And then we're back to the maze-ish, maze-like card area. I don't really know what the flamingos mean, but I do see the heart, so I could see why they used it. Again, if you guys have more ideas on what the flamingos could mean, do let me know. And then we have the destruction of all of these items. So maybe it's symbolizing the fact that, you know, it's never going to be calm and put together. Instead, it's always going to be some kind of destructive, chaotic zone for the members of the Heartslabyul dorm members. But it seems like they do have like a good understanding of who they are, considering the fact that there's like all these spades and different symbols, diamonds and hearts and whatnot in that area. And they end with the Queen of Hearts at the end, which is very fitting because, you know, it is based off of the Queen of Hearts and her minions, so to speak. I do like the fact, though, that I'm pretty sure this is the official Disney Queen of Hearts model or design, right? I think it was. I don't think I've ever watched the actual Disney movie for Alice in Wonderland, even though I actually read the books and Through the Looking Glass. I read that like back in elementary, but I haven't really watched the movie for it. So I'm not sure if this is actually the Queen of Hearts, but I assume it is. I feel like I've seen her like in like those screenshots kind of thing. Oh. But clearly she is definitely the queen, because look at everything surrounding her, decorating her as if it's like some kind of, what is it? Praising her kind of thing. But either way, that was a really fun music video. I'm looking forward to the next ones. Savannaclaw. The one with the professional singer. That's what I remember. And the one that loves women. Or respects them. Ooh, this one's a lot more stylistic. Yes. I like the use of the orange and the slashing. Ooh, the glowing eyes. Hey, so they all have jewels then. This one's orange though. Leona, that's what I remember. I think that's what his name was, right? So far, character-wise, I like them most based on what you guys told me, because I love the fact that they respect women so much. It's cute. Ooh, I like this one. I like the fact that they blend with the real life with their actual sprites, or I guess images. Ooh, that's beautiful. It fits their rough vibe. It's so satisfying. Now it's the green glow. I can't tell if it's like a 3D environment or if it's like a real life just video shooting. Hey, oh, I guess they add in all of the character from Disney movies into there. That's cool. They have such aura. Oh, I love the black-white usage. It's very tasteful. Ooh! Okay, that was gorgeous. No, before it goes to the next one, and I already went to the next one, but I'll go back anyways. This was probably my favorite part. Let me actually show you. It was right here. Oh, look at their glowing eyes, and then the glowing back, and it just, and particles flying everywhere. How could you not like that one? It's too good. But I like how different it is from the previous one. The previous one, you can definitely tell there's like reused scenes multiple times. But here, it's a little bit more stylistic with the usage of the environments that they use. Like the image itself, like the character image sprites are all the same. Like there's no difference there, obviously, except with the effects that they use. But because they did like a lot with like the background, the effects and things like that, it makes it very refreshing and new to look at. So for example, here with the background, the setting sun, and then we kind of just see them in black and white outline, like right here, which brings another refreshing view. And then right here individually with different backgrounds and shading, which creates a different vibe with the glowing eyes too. And then we see here, they're all black and white, which is another refreshing thing to see with the various like painting effects that they added in. And then again, we have like the actual, I assume it's like real life video footage. Yeah, that's what maybe, I'm not sure actually. But I do like the fact that you can tell that it's from the same game because of the, not only the art style obviously, but the jewels. These jewels were also in the previous one, except they were red. Here, they're orange to fit the Savannaclaw dorm theme assumption at least. But I definitely like the various ways that they brought in a lot of flair and variety into the music video throughout, using obviously different background images and then using real life footage, but also a lot of different textures too with the, let me see this particular part, where is it? Like right here, you can see the different textures. It's not really like paint-like, while in other ones they're more paint-ish, like right this with the painting. That's a good example. And then we see like this, I don't know if it's a 3D environment. I think it's a 3D environment right here, where it's just very beautiful on its own. We don't really see any characters at this moment, but it stands out, especially midway where you kind of have like a short resting your eyes period. And then we go back to the characters with different lighting, which brings another type of interesting stuff to look at, to put it simply. I really enjoyed how they didn't really just use this background as just a background midway, but also for the character's background too, which brings it all together. And I also like the fact that they actually showed, I think that's Scar, right? The Scar or that lion multiple times, not just from the beginning, but more times than I feel like that they've shown compared to the Queen of Hearts in Obedience music video. And even here, you can see the jewels. The jewels are there, but they're not like excessive compared to the first one. The first one makes it feel very expensive because of the multiple mini jewels that we've seen throughout the music video for the first one. But here it's like minimal, but enough so you recognize it. And then there's more 3D environments, I think. But yeah, I really liked this one, the way that they set it up, structured it, formatted it, and then tastefully used the repeated assets multiple times, but with different varying effects and backgrounds to make it fresh and fun to look at throughout. Overall, a really good one. So let's get to the next one. This is Octavinelle. Look at that! There we go with the jewels. And this time we have Ursula? I can never remember her name. And we have the bubbles. Ooh, look at the water. Ooh, look at the usage of the real life footage they're doing. It fits so well. That's definitely 3D assets, or maybe it's 2D. I can't really tell sometimes. Oh, the glowing eyes. The contract. This one has a very fairy tale vibe compared to the other two. I'll explain why I feel that way, but first let's enjoy the rest of this. Ooh, the twirling light. Oh, there we go, purple. It's like her cave. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's looking evil. The music sounds so different from what I remember. Probably because of the visuals. Ooh, it turned into bubbles. That one too. love the end for these. It hits well. Wait, don't go to the next. Okay, that was a close one. But so I want to explain why I felt like it has like very much of a more fairy tale-ish vibe compared to the previous two. And it's because of this. It's just really this. Like the 2D colored background where like there's nothing like 3D, there's no objects or anything. It's just like a wallpaper type of thing. It just makes you not only does it like help you rest your eyes from all the chaos that can happen throughout the entire MV, but it feels simple where you can imagine like the fairy tales that come about it. And the colors are very calming too with the purple and blue usage. Blue is a color known for calmness, so. But I love the fact that we have references to Little Mermaid with the shell thing that Ariel wore for voice, to put her voice in, I think that's what it was. And then we have, of course, the Ursula, maybe. I can never remember your name for whatever reason. I don't know why. I know who you are, but I just can't remember your name. But either way, the bad guy from Little Mermaid. And then we have the jewels, just like before, except this time it's purple. I like the fact that they use a lot of the bubble effects and the water itself. Oh, let me actually show it. Like right here with the bubble effects and making it seem like they're underwater. Here it is, the real life footage of water, I believe. And then we have different lights, and I like how the lights are moving. So it makes it feel more dynamic compared to what you would expect. And then here it's like a darker blue, but then we have like these, which I don't really know why. I guess it could be like a celebration, maybe? I don't know, actually. I'm really confused about that. So if you have any explanations of the fireworks, do let me know down below. Because I cannot, for the life of me, think of anything. But this is obviously Ariel's dad and his throne. And then that bursts into bubbles, which means, you know, future disappearing, as they said. And then we had the contract. That's the most important thing from what I recall, but what you guys have told me about them. And I just love the fact that here they actually put a focus on the objects. Like, for example, in Obedience, we see a lot of objects, but they're not really the main focus in any part of the music video. And then obviously for the second one, the Savannaclaw's dorm song, that one also didn't really have a focus. Like it showed like a background, but you can't really consider that an object, you know? So, but here they actually put focus of the contract, clearly indicating just how important it is to the characters for the contract to be fulfilled. That's why it's surrounding them too. And then let's see, it was pretty much same throughout, but I liked this one where you can't really tell what this one is. I could not tell what this was. And then they showed us and I was like, are you serious? It was a container this whole entire time and I did not know it. Instead of bottle, container, jar, there we go, jar. I would never have guessed, would you? But I assume that one is mostly referring to like the potion thing that, the cauldron thing that she had in the movie. And that's why I don't really know what this is supposed to represent. So if you can explain that, that would be great. But I do like the fact that we have this effect where, oh wait, no, it wasn't a cauldron. It was like this bowl looking thing, right? I watched Little Mermaid when I was in like when I was in kindergarten. So again, please forgive me. I don't remember. The one I watched the most though when I was young was Sleeping Beauty for whatever reason. So it is what it is. But I do remember seeing like her cave being super like purple. So it really like gives me that flashback very much. And I love the fact that they have like one glowing eye for the twins, which is honestly really awesome. And it just feels like he's looking down on us from that angle. I'm so confused sometimes on how to feel about that, but I guess we'll see. But again, this one is a lot less chaotic compared to the previous one, but it has a lot better focuses throughout compared to the first one. I like the fact that we have like a ship, what is it called? Wheel thing. And it's interesting that from the beginning, there was no like contracts flying around, I believe. It was just the jewels. Like right here, you check. Yeah, there's no contracts flying around, it's just the jewels. And then right here at the end, she has all these contracts surrounding her, which I found to be an interesting change to show that it's the end. I gotta say, they like mastered their ending poses, cause what is this so good? We have the really nice background with the glowing eyes and the lighting behind them. Oh, that's just really, 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 really nice. It's too good. Let's go to the next one. Next. Scarabia, my favorite. I can't wait. Jafar. This one's very clean. It seems like they're staying away from 3D environments for this one. It's very easy on the eyes. Like the shadow. Wow, that is a huge jewel. Yeah, this is what I like. You do not know how many times I played this on repeat. It was on repeat for like 2 weeks. Oh. So they have the red jewels. Wow. Oh wow, this one is very interesting to look at. Not because of the background, but the use of the 3D objects and the effects that they use. Oh. It's very easy on the eyes. Oh yes, the glowing. We can't forget that. So many coins. Time is running out. The parrot feather. Yeah, this one's a lot easier to look at. I'm not really looking at the lyrics much. It's just for your enjoyment, but if you want me to dive into the lyrics a bit more, I think I did it more in the lyric video reaction video, so you can go ahead and check that out. The lighting. I like the fact that it's 2 lightings because there's only 2 characters. Ooh, that one's nice. Really brings up the creepiness. Interesting that it's a bunch of parrot feathers that are falling around the genie lamp more than anything else. But I have to say that I quite like this one. I really do not notice as many repeats, at least with the character images. which surprised me because usually I can still notice it even if, you know, they do use a lot of different effects and style. But this one was very interesting in the way that they didn't really go straight into the 3D environments for the most part. Like this one's obviously 3D, along with the statue and everything surrounding it. But here it's like, it looks like it's a 2D background. Yeah, it looks like a 2D background. And because that's the case, it makes it very easy to look at, honestly, which I quite like because it gives you like some kind of rest. And I like the fact that instead of having it static, these things move, see? Which makes it interesting because it makes you look at it because of that. Compared to the other one where when they had like a plain image, it wasn't like really moving much. So you wouldn't get too distracted at that point. But I like the usage of like just black and the shadows, and which probably shows like how dark they can be. And then showing the jewel. It's interesting that the jewel is extremely big here, probably because they wanted to refer to the treasure, but still. I do like the fact that they had the jewels randomly throughout and it was the red one. But it's not a huge focus for whatever reason. We have the sand, the lamp, the one that kind of looks like a postcard looking areas. Those are static for sure. And then we have this like calm dark, but then like with some lighting, which kind of like rests your eyes, and I quite like that part. Not only do I like the song so much, but the PV is too good too. I don't want to go into it too much, but I do like the fact that even though they reused like the background, I did not notice this was actually reused. The one right here in the middle, I just realized it. But it's only at this point that they start to use at least the 3D objects a lot more heavily. So the coins, the particle usage, and the jewels, the red jewels. They're very minimal though compared to the first one. But there's a lot more gold coins here than jewels, probably to indicate how much they really like their gold. And then we have the scepter, which is very important because it's right here. And if you notice, usually these statues that they show tend to have like the jewels surrounding them, but interestingly for him, there are no jewels. It's just red particles. And then we have the time flowing, the sand, what was it called? I'm having a brain fart, I'm sorry. But we're clearly seeing that time is going by fast, and there's this ribbon thing that's like cloth thing that keeps waving, and it gives you like a mystical feel in some ways. But again, we have the gold falling, and then this time it's night. I really liked this background very much, and I find it interesting that it's two. Always two lights. Nothing more, nothing less. Even here it's two. Potentially to represent them, maybe? Perhaps? Here, they actually move stuff, but if you notice, this is the same background thing, image from like an earlier point. Where was it? It was like, right, oh yeah, right here. It's the same image. They just overlapped it and then changed the saturation and all of that, and the opacity, but it makes it look different even though you recognize it. And at this point, we actually have the parrot feather, which was an interesting change. But overall, everything else was pretty much the same in that regard. And then we end with the 2D image, and then the 3D objects, and then the 2D image, and more 2D images, until we get to this point where they just look straight up terrifying, okay? Don't get me wrong, they're still aura farming, but still, they kind of look scary, don't you think? With the red eyes, glowing red eyes, purple eyes glowing, and the back is like glowing red, and even though there's really beautiful particles and blue light, I don't know about you, but it's still scary. So now let's go to the next one. This one's Pomefiore. Ah, gorgeous. I like how calm this one is. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, the lighting. It is like a ball dancing room. Definitely giving the fairy tale vibes again with this 2D background and plain patterns. Alright, not really plain, but like there's no like extra texture and details is what I mean. Oh, this one is making it very simple, which is making it even more effective. And a lot of mirrors. The poison apple, the crown. The apple. The vulture. And this time we have a lot more jewels to show how expensive it is with this purple beauty. I think I listened to this several times too. The bow and arrow. The crown. Somehow the flowing cloth gives it the more expensive feel too. Like it's silk or something. Oh, too good. Look at them. They're too beautiful. Oh, yes! With this kind of visual and that kind of singing. Yes, I love it. Before it goes to the next one, let's pause it there. Now, I have to say, visually speaking, I think this might be my favorite. I thought the other one would be my favorite, but no. This one, it's there's less effects to it, but it's very straightforward and it shows and it reflects what the lyrics show, and because of that, it makes it a lot more effective. Like the other ones did the same too, but there was like so many effects and so many things going on that it was kind of hard to see at times, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed them, that's for sure, but even so, I sometimes like it when it's a lot more calm. So that's why I liked this one, because not only was it a lot calmer, there wasn't a lot of like effects going on. Like there were no crazy effects flying around them, which shows how calming it is. Like right here is just one lighting, and that makes it really great. The purple and the, and even right here, like look at it. That is the most beautiful shot I've seen so far. And look at this. This is beautiful. Like why would you need anything else? This is perfect. Like the purple lighting and everything else is hidden in the blue. Like how could you not like see? Look at this. You don't need anything else. The lighting is perfectly a standout on its own. Not to mention the 2D simple patterned, I guess not really simple, but it's still simple enough considering there's no like extra textures and stuff. But it looks nice, and then we see things that are actually being said here. So countless hands, these are the countless hands. and then knowing the worth and reaching out for those stars. And with a lot of mirrors. And if you just look at it, it's very, very straight to the point. Like even the white snow is like literally right there. And then we have the apple, the vulture, and I think that's the poison. And it's just showing things so clearly, which makes it so easy to see. And of course we have the jewel right here, but we have the poison apple on the side. The bow and arrow, the crown, and them standing right in front of the queen with every single piece that they showed before. And it's just, the way that they did it was so like to the point that it's very nice to look at. It's like you can focus a lot better. See with the hand and then the poisoned apple. And it's just like that throughout the entire thing. And then right here, oh, like obviously they didn't show any of the characters, but look at this background and pairing it with the music. It's like that feeling when you look at the first snowfall and the lighting is just so nice and you're nice and warm and you just want to sway with the music. This is like exactly the kind of scenery that you would want to see as you're doing that. And even then, there's still these expensive jewels flying around. Overall, 10 out of 10 for me. Let's go to the next one. Aha! Ignihyde. Can't believe this was a diss track. Oh, look at the flames! It's there's a lot of sharp, basic shapes to indicate the technical abilities that they have. And look at that, a lot of TV static. The transition is very much indicating a technical vibe. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at the blue jewels. And since, you know, blue flames are the hottest, if I remember correctly. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see the diss track. And what is it, the internet vibes, or not vibes. I'm not really sure how to explain it. Too OP. This time it's one light. Oh, now it's many with it becoming red. Oh, that's making me dizzy. I like how they switch between blue and red. Oh, now it's two lights. Probably to represent them. Yeah, look at the use of the shapes that they are. in the simplistic style. Oh, no! Okay, let me go back. Okay, so for this one, I really like the way that they ended. It very much ends on the note where you know that they're people who like to go on the computer all the time. They don't like to touch grass. They like to touch the keyboard and the mouse and hack people and, you know, live the gamer life and all of that stuff. They like to, essentially, they like to touch the virtual grass, not the real life grass. And you can very much see it with the basic shapes. Not only is there the flames to, you know, show their power and strength. Like, it's kind of fearful when you look at this, you know, without any context. Imagine if they weren't good looking, then it would be terrifying. So, but I do like the whole shapes that they do. I noticed for a lot of things, whenever they want to show that the characters are like super technical, like they can do all these things, they usually like to show these kinds of backgrounds where they use basic shapes in multiple areas, and that makes it seem very technical vibes. Even here, it's all basic shapes. And then they use these interesting transitions with the TV static noise before going to the next part, like even with this. I'm not really sure what this thing is. If you guys can explain what that is, that would be most appreciated. I'm not really sure where the Keroberos is coming from, or if it's actually a part of the dorm. So if you can explain that too, that would be wonderful as well. But here, they use basic shapes. The triangles are the ones that are used here. And I like the fact that they have less jewels compared to, what is it? Heartslabyul and more than Pomefiore. But it's still there, and this time it's light blue. And obviously, to show some more contrast right here, goes from blue to red, and it makes you notice it a lot more because of that. Like, imagine if it was just blue throughout. I feel like it would kind of be boring visually speaking if you don't have the music on. But even here, they use a lot of blue despite having those random red ones. And I just really like how they have these simplistic things and details to show that technical side of them. I don't really know what this is, so if you have any, I guess, theories or actual answers, let me know down below. There's not really much else besides those. I do find it interesting that it was like one ball of light entering this thing, and then later it's two. Oh, where is it? Where's the second one? It's right. It's gotta be around here. Oh, there's just one right here. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to represent exactly though. But that one, and then there was two later on. I think it was around here somewhere. Where was it? Was this? Oh yeah, it is here. It is here. That's two. So they did have two, and then that was pretty much the end of that. But I found it to be a very fun music video to watch, especially now that I know it's a diss track. So that was enlightening. I could kind of feel what they're like as a dorm or just as characters themselves. And it's so far very fascinating. I can see why you guys like them so much. Now let's go to the next one. This is, I believe, the last one, Diasomnia. I was looking forward to this one. Oh, there's no jewels for that one. Just green fire. Look at those thorns. Ah, yes, Sleeping Beauty. Like the wheeling, spin thing. And they're trapped in those strings. Ah, yes. Yes! What was that? Flashes! Hey, now I see the jewels. Oh. And now we have another more of these lights. I don't think there was such lights in the first one. That was the dragon, wasn't it? That was the same one. Poke yourself and die. I mean, no, don't. Ooh, the green. I really like that green. I'm not gonna lie, that green color grew on me a lot as I got older. I don't think I used to like that color of green or that shade of green. Oh man, that's beautiful. Look at all that fire. He's the dragon. Ah, I love this song so much. What in the world is that? No, you're not gonna explain? At least explain. Okay. What was that? I don't know what this green ball thing is, but if you have an explanation for that, please tell me, what the heck is that? And what is that supposed to mean exactly? I am kind of... it's hard to tell. Either way, I'm gonna say aesthetic-wise, I kind of prefer Diasomnia. Musically, I like Far Out the most, although this is like a close second actually. And it's so hard to decide. Oh, it's tough. It's tough. Which one is your favorite? Like music video wise? If you have to disregard the actual songs and the characters, which music video do you like visually? Just by visuals, nothing else. Don't even say anything about the song. Just visually, which one is your favorite? I'm very curious. Let me know down below. I think so far my favorite though is definitely Pomefiore. Surprisingly, I didn't expect myself to actually like that one the best. Mostly because musically it's not really my number one favorite. But this, visually speaking, Pomefiore is just such a winner. Ah, oh, it's beautiful. Now let me go through this one. This one definitely can see the green flames a lot. And you actually notice a lot of like the lighting, you know, the ball of light that floats around a lot more in the latter, I guess, half. Maybe compared to the other ones, which I found to be very interesting. But they have like the thorns here. And the concrete floor, I guess that's what I could call it, maybe. And then we have this, what is this called? Clothes wheel? No, thread wheel? Spinning wheel? I don't know. But this needle looks very terrifying, so I'm gonna skip that. But I like how they continue with the green. They don't really do anything like drastic like what they did with, I think Ignihyde had a little bit more contrast moments, but here it's very much green, all green. because green makes them look more superior. I'm just kidding. Or maybe I'm not kidding. But either way, I like the fact that they're surrounded by these strings showing them that they're trapped in their fates. Because when you think about it, the spinning wheel is something that references the goddess of fate, or the three Morinai sisters, I think that's what they were called. And that's what it kind of reminds me of too, where the strings represent their fate, and there's like multiple of them that are floating above them, which I found to be a very interesting thing. And then I guess there was like this moment where it was like green and then red, but most of the time it's still pretty green. And I just find it interesting that she is actually like surrounded by green flames instead of green jewels. Another interesting moment, I suppose. And then here we have the actual jewels. See? They're surrounding the characters, but it's just not surrounding the statue for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why, but it is what it is. And it still looks good though, and everyone's in their little spot. But I like how they show just how bad the actual vines are, or thorny vines are. Now we have this green ball of light going through, and then we see the dragon in the shadows right here, which is kind of cool. And this is a jail cell, maybe? Okay, maybe. I mean, she does poke herself, so I guess, perhaps. But I like the shadows here and them kind of just showing the characters on the floor, and then back again to their trapped area. Does not look pleasant at all when you're trapped there. But either way, I did really enjoy how much green there is and the type of imagery that they put forth for this. It was a surprisingly fun thing to watch. Especially, I really wonder what this is. But either way, this was a very fun set of music videos that I got to check out. I think starting with the Overblot songs though, I will be watching the music video first and then the lyric video after. So that way I don't have to like watch them all in one go like this, and I can focus. But for this one, I just kind of had no choice but to do it this way because of the weird separated thing for the Heartslabyul's music video for whatever reason. So it was just easier for me to just do it by lyric video at the time. Thankfully, I was able to find it thanks to all of your help. So we are all good. In any case, I think the next one will be the Overblot songs. I will have to double check just to be sure. But overall, what I do think is that if you guys have seen my community post, you know that I dealt with a lot in January, especially with the concussion. So because of that, I'm probably going to do something a little bit different. Instead of actually playing the game, I think I will first check out the Overblot songs and the 5th anniversary live performance, and also the before and after, what was it? I don't remember what it's called, but the twisting thing animation, because I wanted to see what that's like. And then also cover some event songs. But I also want to, in between those, maybe have like react to some Twisted Wonderland story summaries. I got permission from one of the creators, the content creator, so you can look forward to that. So I'll be checking out her story summary videos. I think it's her. I haven't actually like clicked into the video to see, but I assume. But either way, I did get their permission. Thank you very much for that. So you can look forward to that. And once I get through that, I think I will play it offline on my own just to enjoy it. And I'll give you guys my thoughts on that eventually one day. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, then be sure to give it a like, comment below, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.